Hello YouTube, Midwest Picker here. I want to talk about what sold and some other topics. I'm in the state of Michigan. We have our quarantine and stay-at-home orders extended to May 15. So I lost track of how many weeks it's been since I've had a haircut. It's starting to look nappy. I hope I don't look like this. I'll put a picture up here. I'm trying to go for the Patrick Dempsey look, but it ain't happening. So I don't know. I'm gelling it and messing with it and trying to do stuff with it. On video, it doesn't look bad at all. In person, yeah, it's looking pretty bad. So, before I get into what's sold, I did run to the post office today. I dropped off some packages. I had my mask on and all that. And of course, there was a mom and a dad and 3 kids, no mask, all congregating, breathing all over everybody. What are you going to do? Some people do it, some people don't. It's about 50% compliance in my small town, so I figure that's pretty good. But I didn't like being there. All the little germ factories, but they're very nice people. I didn't say nothing to them. I just walk in, drop, and go. That does bring up a question, though, with resellers. A lot of people ask when you go to the post office, do you ask for a receipt? Do you watch them scan it? My answer to that is it all depends on your post office. I trust my post office. It's very small. I know all the staff there. They know I'm a reseller. All my packages say eBay all over it. So I just drop and run. And I've never ever had a package lost. I've never had a package not scanned. I've never had a package go out without tracking information. Now, it did happen a couple times when I was working in the office, because I work from home at my kitchen table right now. But when I would work downtown Grand Rapids, I would occasionally go to the post office on my lunch break and go to these big post offices where I didn't know anybody, and I would drop and run. And even if they don't scan it, it can still get shipped out. It still has the to address on it. It's just the tracking information doesn't get automatically put in. They don't know what the weight is. I guess if the postal employee was lazy, they would just toss it in the bin for outgoing packages. I think that happened once in 2 years. Pretty rare. They want to scan it. They want to know what it weighs and make sure that you actually paid the postage and all that kind of stuff. So I trust my post office. So if you're not sure if your post office is doing a good job, you might want to stay, watch them scan it, and get a receipt. It all depends on where you live. I personally don't do that, especially when, there's people standing around. I don't want to stand in line if I don't have to. But really, it's such a small post office, I've never had an issue, so I just do the drop and run. So put down in the comments your experiences with the post office. Do you drop and run? Do you wait for them to scan it and get a receipt and all that stuff? What do you do? What's your experience? Speaking of experiences, I did have a hammer that got delayed. So I don't know if you catch me on Flippin' Particles live show. It's every day, Monday through Friday at noon. I'm on there with Dawn, 2 Hip Chicks, and D, Flippin' Particles. We have a good time when we do a live show. I'm usually there every day, not every day. But I did share a story where I sold a hammer to a guy in Indiana. I was just barely 150 miles from my house. I shipped it on April 12 by priority mail, and he didn't get it till April 24. So he did eventually get it, but it took 12 days, and normally priority mail is 2 to 3 days. So if you get a message from a buyer and you're a reseller and you're selling stuff crazy, first class, whatever, priority mail, you might get a message from your buyer saying, hey, where's my package? And just, I stay calm and I let them know that it was shipped. I remind them of what the tracking number is, and then I'll go and track it myself. Where on eBay they have a quick link. You can see where it is in transit. You can even message them that and say, oh, it's in Iowa right now. It's scheduled to be delivered on this date. Kind of help them out, because a lot of eBay buyers have a learning curve. Some people are new to eBay. They just have signed up within a couple weeks. They don't know how it works. They might even assume you as the seller are a big corporation and that you could call the post office and find out where it is, or you could send them a new one and replace it or something like that. So I've had to explain to a lot of buyers that I'm just a guy. This is just a hobby. I don't have another one. I had the one hammer and that was it. So I can't send you a new one or a replacement one. So there's a bit of a learning curve. So my advice to you is to be patient with buyers, because a lot of them don't know how this works on eBay. They're used to Amazon or Walmart.com or Macy's.com. and customer service and all that stuff. Well, you are the customer service. It's just you. So my advice is just to be patient with people like that. Just let them know nationwide there is a slowdown in delivery. So first class might take 10 days or priority mail might take 12 days. It's nobody's fault, but they just need their anxiety reduced a little bit. Let them know the item did ship and it's in transit and the predicted date when they might get it. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is Little Midwest Picker. She's making these, sometimes they're called ear protectors or face mask extensions. She's crocheting these with buttons, just a variety of colors and styles. She's busy making a couple dozen of these. So I'm going to put these in my eBay store probably Monday or Tuesday. So if you're interested in those, keep an eye out for those. They're kind of cute. And she's raising a little bit of money doing that. So the first item I sold were wooden dowel pins. I'll put a picture up here of everything I sold. I sold 100 of them. I sold a bag of 100 times 2. So 200 of them to one guy. $17.92 plus shipping on top. And if you're kind of new to this channel, the reason the price is so weird is because I offer volume discount. So the more you buy, the more you save. So he got a slight discount because he bought 2. The next one are 2 cassette tapes. They do sell, but they're very long tail and they take a long time. I've had these for over a year. This is Herbie Hancock and Rockwell. I had it $12.95 and I took a best offer of $8 plus shipping on top. Cassettes are kind of cool. They easily go first class, even 2 or 3 of them. I think even 4 of them. I put them in a 6x4x4 box. I wrap them up in bubble wrap really good and they still stay under a pound to go first class. I know you can ship them through a padded mailer. You can do that if you want, but I've seen padded mailers get stepped on and crushed under boxes. Cassettes aren't that strong, so for me personally, I put it in a little tiny box, pay a few cents more for shipping, and that way they arrive alive and they don't get all smashed up. Next one is wooden dowel pins again. This person bought 100 of them for $4.95 plus shipping on top. The next one is a Irwin tool. This is a 12-inch extension. It's a hex bed extension. I'm not going to get into the whole long description of what it does, but it's like locking. It goes on a cordless drill, and it's for hex bits. So I think this was $15.95, and I put it on sale. Sold for $11.96 plus shipping on top. It is kind of big, but it was only like 9 ounces, so it easily shipped first class. This was part of a toolbox lot I bought from Peter, the Craigslist hunter. Seems like a million years ago, but it was about a year ago. He sold these for I think $160, and it was a priority mail large flat rate box, and he just packed it full of tools, just randomly packed them in there and shipped them off for free. He did that for about 8 or 9 people, and then he stopped. And then he was going to auction them, and I think he auctioned one, and it went for like $360. Somebody way overpaid. And then he just stopped because he didn't want to flood the market with Lennox and Irwin branded tools. And unfortunately, the market is flooded. I've listed about 80% of what I bought from him, and they sell very slowly. There's just a ton of competition. So that's one thing people ask me too. Do you ever do free shipping? Do you do calculated shipping? I do calculated shipping on just about everything, unless there's a ton of competition or it's super lightweight. And I always use a postcard as an example. If you're selling a CD or a vintage postcard and it can go in a padded mailer, first class, it's only 4 or 5 ounces, but your margins are huge. You paid 50 cents for this postcard and it sells for $50. Yeah, why not do free shipping? I mean, it's only like $2.85. No big deal. The other time I do free shipping is when I'm competing with thousands and thousands of other people. So if you're selling something like a cell phone case or a charge cord or like these tools, this Irwin and Lennox branded tools, you're competing with literally tens of thousands of resellers. So you have to do something to make yourself stand out or they're never going to sell. One is promoted listings, you can do that, and the other is free shipping. Now don't kill yourself on the shipping, you have to know what you're doing. If it's a really heavy item, I never do free shipping, I always do calculated. But if it's light enough and they're little drill bits and they just weigh a couple ounces, yeah, I do them free shipping because it gives me an edge over the competition. And if there's 8,000 other people doing free shipping and I don't, it's going to take forever to sell these. So most of these really tiny lightweight tools I do free ship. Last but not least, I still have those 6,000 wooden dowel pins. I'll put a picture up here. I did get one offer, but it was just a little too low. So these are $99 for 6,000 with free shipping. So I'm going to put these in a priority mail, some kind of box. So if you're interested, message me on Instagram or through my email. Just go to MidwestPicker.com if you want to figure out how to contact me. Probably email is the best way. And we can do this through PayPal. I'll send you an invoice if you're interested, and then you pay it and I ship it to you. They sell great for me, especially during the quarantine. It's a crafting supply, a carpentry supply. People are stuck at home doing crafts, building birdhouses, or I don't know what they're doing, but it does sell. I just don't want to wait 5 years to sell 6,000 of them. I'd rather just sell them now. If you piece them out, you can do the math. If you can sell 100 of them for $5, what would you get for 6,000? Maybe I'll put the amount here because I'm too lazy to do it right now. But yeah, I'll let them go for 99 bucks with free ship any day. So thanks for watching, guys. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. Give it a thumbs up. Any questions you have, put down in the comments. Tell me your opinion on free shipping. That's always a hot topic. And where are you sourcing? Right now I'm sourcing from my garage, from my death piles, my personal collection, and online. So I am buying wholesale, I wouldn't say lots, wholesale products online. Definitely not pallets, but just product. You'll find out in the coming videos what I bought. So those are 4 areas that I'm sourcing. 3 areas are myself and 1 is online. So let me know down in the comments too, how are you sourcing during this pandemic? What are you doing to get product to sell? Or are you just living off your death pile? A lot of people are doing that too. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.